The Sigma male walks alone, not because he rejects the world, but because he has already conquered the noise within it. He doesn't need to be seen to be powerful, nor loud to be respected. He moves quietly, calculating, observing, always 10 steps ahead. He studies the crowd but never joins it. In a world addicted to validation, his indifference is unsettling. He doesn't post his moves, he doesn't seek applause. He operates like a storm, silent until it strikes. While the alpha shouts to lead and the beta follows to belong, the Sigma simply acts, detached from both ego and expectation. He is his own leader, his own army, his own world. His mind is a weapon sharpened by solitude, his silence a strategy born from understanding that true power doesn't announce itself. He's learned that the moment you crave attention, you lose control of yourself, and control is the one thing he refuses to surrender. Every rejection, every betrayal, every night spent alone forged something unbreakable within him, a self that doesn't collapse under pressure but grows sharper because of it. When others panic, he plans. When they react, he recalibrates. Pain has taught him patience, and patience has made him unstoppable. He doesn't chase wealth, he builds value. He doesn't chase people, he attracts energy aligned with his frequency. You won't find him in the spotlight because he's too busy building the system that powers the light itself. He moves through life like a ghost in daylight, visible but untouchable. His presence is felt more than it's seen. You can't label him because he refuses to be defined by the world's narrow categories. He can be the life of the party or the silent observer in the corner, adapting like water to whatever the situation demands. That adaptability is his secret weapon. He can lead without dominating, influence without demanding, and win without announcing victory. His strength lies in subtlety, and his dominance is psychological. The Sigma male doesn't compete for positions, he creates his own playing field. While the Alpha is busy proving, the Sigma is busy improving. He knows that the loudest one in the room is often the weakest, so he lets results speak instead of words. He's strategic, cold when necessary, but never cruel. Every move is measured, every decision weighted. He studies failure not as a wound, but as data, recalibrating his course like a machine built for constant evolution. The world tries to label him arrogant, mysterious, detached, but the truth is simpler. He's focused. His energy is too valuable to waste on noise. In an age where everyone's addicted to being seen, the Sigma's invisibility is his superpower. He observes from the shadows, learns everyone's patterns, and then moves with precision when the time is right. People mistake his silence for weakness until they see what he's been building behind closed doors. Then they realize silence was his camouflage and patience his most lethal weapon. He's self-taught, self-sufficient, and self-disciplined. When something breaks, he fixes it. When something fails, he rebuilds it stronger. He doesn't depend on systems, crowds, or approval to survive. That independence makes him untouchable because the man who needs nothing cannot be controlled. He is comfortable being misunderstood. In fact, he prefers it. The more they misjudge him, the more space he gains to move freely. He doesn't correct people's opinions because he knows perception is noise, and he thrives in silence. His curiosity drives him to master multiple crafts, to learn things not for show, but for power. Knowledge is his currency, and solitude is his bank. He spends time alone not because he's antisocial, but because that's where the world's distractions fade, and clarity begins. In solitude, he meets his real enemy, the weaker version of himself, and defeats him daily. The Sigma male's life is a continuous war fought in silence. No witnesses, no trophies, no noise, just quiet victories stacked over years. That's what separates him from men who need the world to notice their progress. He doesn't run after success, he engineers it. He doesn't chase trends, he studies patterns and stays ahead. When others are busy reacting to life, he's already preparing for what's next. His mind functions like a strategist. He sees connections others overlook and moves with intent. Every choice, every word, every relationship is filtered through logic and instinct. He doesn't cling to people. He connects deeply but lets go easily. That detachment makes him resilient. He knows loss is part of growth, and letting go is a form of strength. The Sigma understands emotions but doesn't drown in them. His emotional intelligence is high, but his emotional dependency is zero. He feels deeply but acts rationally. He can read a room within seconds, sense the motives behind words, and mirror energy precisely to influence without force. He's not trying to be liked, he's trying to be effective. When conflict arises, he doesn't escalate, he neutralizes. His calm is not passivity, it's control. Even his anger is quiet-channeled, productive, lethal when needed. That's why people fear him without understanding why. His minimalism is a reflection of his clarity. He keeps what adds value: people, possessions, habits, and eliminates what doesn't. His life is stripped of clutter, his goals sharp as blades. He invests energy only where it multiplies. He would rather have one real friend than 1,000 acquaintances, one strong purpose than endless distractions. He doesn't chase luxury, he defines it on his own terms: peace, freedom, and time. His environment mirrors his mind: clean, efficient, intentional. The Sigma male's lifestyle isn't glamorous, it's grounded. He values progress over popularity, truth over comfort, purpose over pleasure. In a world that worships excess, he embodies control. His silence unnerves those who need noise to feel important. His patience frustrates those who crave attention. His independence exposes those who can't survive without constant validation. But he doesn't fight them, he simply outlasts them. His power lies in endurance. He can disappear for months, reinvent himself, and return unrecognizable, stronger, sharper, untouchable. He doesn't fear endings, he uses them as beginnings. Change doesn't scare him, stagnation does. Every failure becomes a formula, every setback a signal, every challenge a test of will. And he always passes because his identity isn't built on comfort but conquest. The Sigma male doesn't dream of escaping reality, he bends it. He doesn't pray for easier roads, he sharpens himself for harder ones. He is the rare kind of man who walks through chaos and leaves it organized behind him. He doesn't demand loyalty, he earns it silently through consistency and integrity. People follow him not because he asks, but because he inspires. He doesn't talk about principles, he lives them. Integrity, self-mastery, and authenticity are not ideals to him, they are his default settings. Even his enemies respect him, because he doesn't fake his nature. He's real in a world built on pretense. And that's what makes him dangerous. You can't buy him, tempt him, or break him. He answers to no one but his purpose. He doesn't chase immortality through fame, but through impact small, precise, and unforgettable. When history remembers him, it won't be for his noise, but for his silence, the kind that shifted everything without warning. Because that's the Sigma way, unseen, untamed, unshakable. He walks alone, yet leaves footprints that never fade. He doesn't want to be the center of the world, he wants to understand it, shape it, and then disappear into legend. His power lies not in being known, but in being remembered long after he's gone.